complete 204 certification. Everything we are going to cover in this. Okay, let's move to cloud. Why nowadays in market, why people are giving more preference to cloud? Before cloud also we are having application development and application deployment, everything is there. But nowadays, why this cloud becomes so popular? Why everyone is asking any cloud technology knowledge is required? Because suppose let's take previous day scenario. Suppose if I create any application, either in Java or a .NET or PHP or Python, whatever it is, whatever technology you are using, if you people create an application, if you want to deploy that application, then what you people will do? If you either if you want to take or if you want to maintain entire servers and all those things in your local premises, or you have to take some hosting space and all, and in that hosting space you have to deploy your application. But if you select that hosting space mechanism, there are two problems. First problem, suppose if you had taken some hosting space, and whatever space you had taken, or whatever hosting space or whatever DB space you had taken, that may be sufficient for your requirement, or that may be too small, or that may be too high. But suddenly once you had taken that, you can't change. And extra add-on features, what and all you are adding, for everything yearly or monthly they are going to charge. That is one major defect. Or else, no ma'am, I don't want to take any hosting space in my local premises, I mean in my organization only, I will maintain servers and all. Okay, that is also good, but that servers and all should be dedicated to single application. Suppose if you are an organization, if you are running an organization and you people are maintaining multiple if you people are maintaining multiple clients, if you are managing multiple clients, each client is having different applications. For each and every application you have to maintain separate servers. That means huge capital investment is required to maintain an organization. So because of all these issues, to get rid of all these issues, then cloud computing gives you a proper solution. So what is cloud computing? So cloud computing is storing and accessing data and programs over the internet instead of accessing from local hardware. That means I'm not going to store any of my data or any of my application related in my local hardware. Instead of that, everything I'm going to maintain in cloud. And using internet, I'm going to access all those cloud resources. And we can also, many articles and many people will say, even Microsoft Portal also, if you see the definition, a type of internet based computing where different services like if you want to purchase servers, storage, database, or if you want to maintain backups and all, for all these things, for your organization, what and all services are required, all those things using internet you are going to access. So it hides the complexity. Complexity means what? Earlier days and all, if you want to deploy the application and if you want to move from one environment to another environment, all these things are extra headaches. Suppose if you people are having PT environment, staging, production, pre-prod, like multiple environments are there. In all these environments, application deploying and all are manually we are going to do. But nowadays, all those things we are not going to take care. And your database backup and all, you have to take care. And maintaining hardware and all, you have to take care. And continuous power supply is coming or not, or operating system, any patches is coming or not. All these things, earlier days, we are going to take care, right? But now, everything cloud service providers are going to take care. I no need to worry about how much storage is required, how much DB is required. If DB is not sufficient, suddenly today 500 registrations happened. That means whatever DB I had taken, that is not sufficient for our requirement. In all such scenarios, I no need to worry about that. Someone is going to take care of all those things. If whatever DB I had taken, if that is not sufficient, someone is going to upgrade my DB. Someone is going to handle my OS patches, and someone is going to manage my power supply, someone is going to take my backups. So all these things, someone is going to take care instead of me. That's why I said it's going to hide the complexity of real-time environments and all. Okay, and who is going to handle all these works? Just before I said, if you want to handle server, storage, applications, power supply, and all these things, someone is going to take care, right? Who is going to take care? Our cloud service providers related data centers are going to take care. Whether you are going for Azure or AWS or whatever it is, their service providers related data centers is going to take care. That means whatever cloud service provider you are taking, for every cloud service providers are having some data centers, and these data centers is going to take care of all these work. Okay, and these cloud platform provides on demand service. On demand service means, suppose if you want this service, then ask, I will provide. And whether you want to access that service from your home or from your office or from your mobile or from anywhere, anytime, in any place, always those services are on. Whatever services you want, how much time you want, all those things you can decide. Whatever you are demanding, based on that they are providing the services. I want virtual machine for 1 hour only, or I want DB service for 15 days only, or I want service fabric for 10 days only, or 1 hour only, even for 1 minute also. What and all services you are asking, only that they are providing. Either if you are running either individual, I mean if you are an individual developer, or if you are working in an organization, if you are having an organization, in both areas you can use all the cloud services. That means if you take myself, I'm an individual developer. That means I can create my own applications and all. Also, if you are running an organization, both people can use these cloud services. And topmost cloud service providers in nowadays, I'm not saying these are only service providers, so many other are there, but topmost providers like Microsoft, yes, Azure, Amazon, which is AWS, Google is also providing, and IBM is also providing. Like different peoples, different service providers are providing different plans. If you ask me which one is good and which one is bad, I can't say. Why? Each one is having their own features. Like if you take Microsoft and Amazon, or Google or IBM, if you compare all these things, some are having some extra features, some are having features which with low price, some are having more features. Like it's equivalent products, but it depends upon your type of application. I mean, which technology you are implementing your application. Based on all these factors, you have to select this one. Okay, so by this time you got a clear cut picture like what is cloud computing. So if everything, if you place in cloud, either if you want to access from desktops, tablets, phones, laptops, from wherever you want, you can access all these things. Nothing you are going to maintain in your personal PCs. So if you observe here, monitoring how many people are logged into my application, and how many people, how database size is increasing or decreasing, and identities. I mean, whether you are a valid user of my company or not, all those identity, all these things, queues, if any messaging communication is happening, that message queues and all, everything, each and everything from application deployment level onwards. For that application, what and all extra features are required, all these features we can handle in cloud only from your desktop, or if you are maintaining your servers or laptops, phones or tablets, whatever it is, using these cloud inside, whatever your application related things are there, you are just managing all those things. How I'm going to manage all these things from this desktop or laptop or anything? Because these Microsoft, Amazon, Google, IBM, they are providing some portals. Using those portals, we are going to manage. Okay. Any questions from anyone? Okay, let's move to next, cloud characteristics. So this is very commonly asked question, commonly asked interview question. What are the cloud characteristics? On-demand self-service. This is one of the good feature. Means suppose you people finish this course. After that, you people joined in some organization, or if you want to handle cloud by your own. So whatever service today you want, I want Active Directories, or I want Cosmos DB, or I want cache mechanism. Whatever service you want, and that service till how much extent you want, everything you can choose by yourself. That means you no need to write a big mails to any service provider or anyone. Everything in portal you can select. Okay, that's why I said on demand self service. What and all you want, all those things you can select. And rapid elasticity. That means today I had taken 1 GB database. So because I am a startup, so I don't know how many people are going to register in my application. That's why initial level I had taken minimum 1 GB database. But suddenly second day itself, huge number of registrations are happening. Then obviously whatever 1 GB database I had taken, that is not sufficient. In such case, what we can do, if you set a proper rule, then once the data is coming, automatically the database size, it will increase. That how much your database length is, how much it is sufficient, based on that it is going to extend your database. Not only that, suppose you deployed your application, if your application is some online I mean shopping cart related some application. So initially no customers are there, but suddenly huge customers are coming, and they are doing some purchases in your application. Then automatically whatever server resource is there, that server resource is not sufficient. Then what, if you set a proper rule when you are deploying your application, then if the traffic is increasing, automatically your server related scalability, it will increase. So rapid elasticity, how much you want, based on that, if the customers are increasing, if the data is increasing, based on that the size we can increase. And yes, resource pooling, what and all resources you want, either network or server, storage, application, services, whatever services you want, all those services you can share for multiple applications. You can share for multiple applications. Okay, so all these applications can share. Suppose if you had taken one database server, that database server can be shared by multiple applications. Like that, whatever servers you had taken, that server, or whatever storage you had taken, that storage, that you can share with multiple applications. Okay, and yes, ubiquitous, that means from once you stored something in one place, that you can access from anywhere. Best example is your Google Drive. Suppose in your home Google Drive you are saving something, but in your office Google Drive you can open that and you can see, right? And fully managed by providers. Yes, everything, storing and retrieving and all these things, someone is going to take care. I no need to worry about how backup is happening and how patches are handling, all those things. I no need to worry about that. Everything they are going to take care. And yes, resiliency means multiple copies of your application is going to store. That means because of this, these cloud service providers, they are assuring us 99.9% our application is always live. So because your application is going to, or your application or your data or your cache or whatever it is, they are going to maintain multiple copies in cloud, so that if by mistake, or if due to some scheduled maintenance purpose, if any server is down, from another server it will pick that request and it will give the response. Okay, and yes, remotely hosted, everything is remotely hosted. That's why you no need to maintain anything in your local premises. Nothing you need to maintain in your local premises. And because it is remotely hosted, that's why whether if you want to open in office or if you want to open in your personal PC, wherever you want, you can manage all these services very easily. And broad network access, yes, the computing services are generally provided over standard networking, and heterogeneous devices can access. And measured services, yes, what and all services you want, all those services, what and all services you want, all these services you can measure by yourself. I want 1 GB data space only, or I want 500 TB hard disk only. Like each and virtual machine, when you are designing, how much virtual machine you want, RAM capacity how much you want, hard disk capacity how much you want, what is the operating system you want, all these things you can measure by yourself only. So because of all these characteristics, cloud services becoming so popular. Okay, and then see, whatever we are discussing here, all these things are basic knowledge of before moving to Azure. If you want to learn Azure more detailed, before that, cloud service model, service providers, what are the advantages, disadvantages, this basic knowledge is required. And next, what are the service models are available? So that means, suppose from tomorrow onwards, I want to move into cloud. Then what are the service models are available? What are the service models are available? Means which one I have to choose. That means what and all currently I am having. Based on that, which service model is required, that I will choose. That means if already I am having an organization, and in that organization already I am having servers and all, then I have to take one model. Or nothing I'm having except one laptop, nothing I'm having, but everything I want to manage for my clients. Then how to handle, which model I have to take, that based on your requirement you have to choose either infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, or software as a service. In infrastructure as a service, the whole infrastructure they are going to provide. That means what hard disk you want, what RAM you want, what either you want a server or a container, everything they are going to take care. Some service providers, they are going to maintain operating system also. Even Azure also, they will ask you, do you want operating system or not? If you don't want operating system, then they won't provide. Other than that, in this infrastructure as a service, complete hardware setup they are going to give you. Complete hardware setup they are going to give you. On top of that, what and all softwares you want, what and all dependencies you want, what and all operating system you want, everything you have to take care. But the complete hardware setup they are providing. Suppose today I got 5 projects, but I don't have not even a single server. Okay, in such scenario, obviously people will choose for infrastructure as a service. Why? All the infrastructure they are providing, only on top of that I have to install licensed software in that. Okay, OS is licensed want I want, and Visual Studio or SQL Server, everything licensed version you have to install on top of this. Whereas platform as a service means, suppose infrastructure I don't have and I don't have licensed software also, then you have to go to platform as a service. This service provides on-demand environment for developing, testing, delivering, and managing software applications. So you don't have a proper hardware and you don't have any license also. Visual Studio license also you don't have, SQL Server license you don't have, operating system license you don't have, dependencies license you don't have. In all such scenario, better you can go to platform as a service. In this, they are going to provide the complete hardware setup, and on top of that, what softwares you want, everything they are going to provide. Not only software, dependencies. Do you want to manage service fabric? Do you want to manage cache mechanism here? Or do you want to manage service bus here? Everything they are going to provide. only what you have to do as a developer, you have to manage your application. You have to manage your application and your data. That's it. Okay. Nowadays, commonly used service is platform as a service and infrastructure as a service. Then finally, what is software as a service? It provides a centrally hosted and managed software services to the end user. That means Microsoft OneDrive, Dropbox, WordPress, Office 365, all these things comes under software as a service. Suppose if you take Office 365, so, or if you take OneDrive, anything locally is available? No. If you open OneDrive with your credentials, there only you can do everything. Locally, you no need to do anything. Office 365, there only you can manage everything once you give credentials. And once you saved there, from anywhere you can access. Whereas here means only Visual Studio software they are providing. In that Visual Studio runtime, you have to deploy your application and all, you have to take care. But here, no deployment, nothing. Everything is available in cloud. Just you people are going and accessing. That particular software. So, software as a service, best example. If you know any of these things, you can understand what is software. Suppose Gmail is there. If you take Gmail, you are writing, you are sending some mails, you are receiving some mails, you are saving something in draft, everything you are opening that Gmail and you are doing in that portal only, nothing locally you are doing, right? OneDrive also same thing. If you enter your credentials with and open your OneDrive, everything you are doing there only, nothing you are doing locally and doing there, right? So all these things comes under software as a service. In our session, mostly we are going to discuss infrastructure as a service and platform as a service. Okay. Any questions from anyone? Is everything is good? Okay. Then one more important, deployment models. See, when all these things will comes into picture means, suppose if your client is having some technical knowledge, then everything they will decide. If your client is having some technical knowledge but can't able to decide which they have to choose, in all such scenario, you should be in a position to give a proper suggestion, like for this is our requirement, for that this type of cloud is not sufficient. So to explain that, you should know what each and everything. Okay. So what are the cloud computing models, deployment models are available? So mainly these are categorized into three types. Means again, nowadays many portals and all they are dividing as common cloud and so many types they are dividing. But actually, deployment models, as Microsoft suggested, is three: public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. So public cloud, by name itself, you can easily understand this is publicly available for everyone. That means if you people are having some credentials, using those credentials, you people can able to deploy this, you people can able to access all the services in the public cloud. And private cloud, by name itself, you can understand very easily, it's privately accessible. Means uh, if you want more and more security for your application or data, then you people have to choose private cloud. Then hybrid cloud, it's a combination of private and public. Why? Private clouds are very expensive. If some people want security, but they can't put that much of expenses and all, then people will choose hybrid cloud. Okay, people are going to choose hybrid cloud. Okay, Srinivas, just a moment. After finishing this, I will unmute. Okay, first, public cloud. Yes, as I said, it's commonly used by public, and most commonly used cloud model is public model only. And in this public model, they are going to provide some portal. Like suppose if you take Azure, for Azure they are going to provide portal.azure.com. If I open with my credentials, either Gmail or Yahoo or Hotmail, whatever credentials you are having, with those credentials, if you people open this public cloud, what and all services publicly they are providing, all the services you can use. Compared to price, this is very cheap and best. Either an individual or an organization level, both people can use these public cloud services. Either an individual or publicly, anyone can use these cloud services. And benefit wise, if you want these cloud services to be used with less investment, because suppose suddenly you people want tomorrow onwards you want to use these cloud services, then if you select cloud public cloud, you no need to put single rupee of investment in this starting. Slowly, if your business is increasing, then monthly they are going to charge all these things. But if you want to start these cloud services, with minimum investment you can start this, and it is going to use pay as you go model. Suppose electricity bill is there, how much electricity you are using, month end they are going to provide that bill, right? Same thing here also. What and all public cloud services you are using, based on that they are going to generate a bill and month end. Okay, but initially they won't ask anything, and no hardware setup is required. Obviously, if I open my laptop and open my portal.azure.com, then directly I can create my VM, or directly I can select my PaaS service and I can deploy my application and everything. Internally, I no need to maintain any hardware setup. Everything they will take care. Suppose I'm using Dockers, Hyper-V and all those things, they will take care. I no need to worry about that. Or if I'm using Service Fabric, clusters and all, they will take care. I no need to worry about that. Okay, so highly scalable. That means if you keep on getting more and more traffic, automatically the scalable and all these things, they will take care. And that too highly scalable. And no infrastructure management you need to take care. Everything they are going, patch ups and all these things they are going to take care. You no need to worry about anything in your local premises. And yes, limitations are there. What? Low visibility and control. Obviously, because my data is in cloud, my application is in cloud, suddenly I'm not having internet connection today. So can I access my application? No. Can I access my data? No. That's why I said low visibility and control. Everything is in the cloud. If you have proper power and internet connection, then only you can access all your services. And data security and privacy. It's not a problem, but generally, suppose if Indian government is giving you Aadhaar card related project or PAN card related project, or if US government is giving green card related information, then obviously those governments will ask us what security you are providing to my application or data. You can't assure completely. Why? That is not in your control. That is in someone's hands, and they are giving assurance to you, and you have to give that assurance to those people. That's why data security and privacy wise little problems are there. If those governments and all, if anything happens to my data and security, then you are the point of contact, I will ask me, then that will be little difficult in this public cloud. And legal risk, because all these risks are there, that's why we have to take care of this public cloud. If you are managing more secure data, then what is the solution for this? Solution for this is private cloud. What is this private cloud? Means specific to single organization only. That means if you are public cloud, means that is a shared infrastructure. That means along in that server, along with your application, someone's application is also available. That's why obviously price will be cheap. Whereas private cloud, that is completely dedicated for your organization only. And companies and all who need more security for their data or an application, then they will choose private cloud. But private cloud is little not little more expensive. Why? upfront you have to put some investment, capital investment you have to put. Why? They are providing a dedicated server to you, then obviously price will also charge extra, and initial amount they are going to ask. So companies that look for cost efficiency and greater control over data and resources, then they will select private cloud. It means sometimes what they will do means the data center may managed by your IT team. They are not going to manage whatever server and all you had taken in private cloud. Those server and all is going to manage by your IT team. That's why your data and all control is with you only. Okay, so if you people are working with any government sector related projects and all, or any banking sector related projects and all, those kind of scenarios you people have to choose this private cloud. But yes, advantages security wise it's too good, but limitations, yes, expenses are high, and fixed scalability. Why? Because they are providing you a dedicated server. That server, how much size it is, that much level only you can extend the scalability. After that you can't, right? Why? The server is having some limitation. Whereas public cloud, it's not like that. It's a huge server they are taking, and more applications they are placing, so that obviously space will be more. Then that's why high scalability is there. But here also scalability is there, but fixed scalability. Till this much level only you can. Why? Whatever price you are paying for that limited server only they are giving to you. Okay, and high maintenance, obviously maintenance and all, because your IT team is going to take care, so many things you have to take care. But security wise, among all these three, this is the best one. But generally, due to this expenses and all, people are going to ask, like, I want this security feature, but I want cost wise little less. Then people are going to select this hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud means it's a combination of public cloud and private cloud. The main target of this hybrid cloud is they want security and they want little cheaper. In both, this hybrid cloud is going to manage. That means, suppose if I'm going to handle ICICI Bank application, ICICI Bank credit card related information or debit cards related information, all these things I want to store securely. What and all transactions they are doing, all those things I want to store securely. That means the data and all I will store in private cloud, and the application which is accessing this data, that application I will deploy in public cloud. In such scenario, what is happening? Securely, I'm able to store the data in private cloud, and my application is publicly available, so that how much scalability I want, I can do that. But the problem with this hybrid cloud is, see, these hybrid clouds mainly used in finance sectors or banking sectors, healthcare, universities, in all these areas. Whatever secured areas I want with a little cheaper price, then I can use this hybrid cloud. And cost wise, yes, compared to private cloud, this will be cheaper. Security, obviously security is going to provide, flexibility is there, control is there, but little problems are also there. What is that? Complexity. Because of this private cloud to public cloud accessing data, some network issues, all those things may raise in hybrid cloud if you not properly manage all these things. Suppose if your private cloud is managing by one service provider, if your public cloud is managing by one service provider, then all these connectivities and all, it's very, very difficult. But yes, it's not, I'm not saying it's not possible, but all those criticalities are there that you have to handle. Okay. Yes. Any questions from anyone? Let me unmute you. Yeah. Any questions? Srinivas, you are able to unmute yourself? Okay.
Hi, ma'am. Good morning.
Hi. Yes, Sriman. Good morning.
Yeah. See, based on requirement only, you were choosing either private or public or hybrid. That's an only, ma'am.
Yes, correct.
Okay, fine.
Depends upon your data security, we are going to choose.
Okay, fine. That in development.
Hi.
Yeah, who can ask, please?
Yeah, Raj, you can continue.
Yeah, can we use a completely public cloud as a private cloud? I mean, the dedicated whatever infrastructure in Azure, can we use as a private cloud?
If you want, you can use completely. I mean, your application and your data, everything, if you want, you can manage in private cloud. But yes, obviously, cost wise, it will be very high. If you are okay with that price, but you want more security, then completely you can manage in private cloud only.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Thank
but
you.
cost wise, that is little expensive.
Okay.
That's why
Actually,
hybrid cloud.
what I'm asking is, we are using only Azure infrastructure only. Okay. Dedicatedly,
Yeah.
completely.
Yes, completely. Yes, correct.
Okay, that is possible in Azure.
Yes, that is possible.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay. So also we discussed all these things. Final concept in cloud computing is what are the advantages and disadvantages are there. Obviously scalability, how much scalable you want you can increase, and instantly available, what and all service you had selected. Suppose I want VM and all configuration I set, immediately within seconds it is available. Or I want caching mechanism. If you select caching mechanism, in the next second onwards it's available. So instantly available what and all services you had taken, and reduce IT cost. Obviously, means nowadays it's not like that everyone using cloud, but earlier days and all. I mean, if you go 15 years back, then everyone, if they are running an organization, they are having a big server room separately. So they are going to maintain all these servers separately, and how much people are there for our development, testing, and all these things. To manage those servers itself, they are taking separate resources and all. So those are really very expensive things. All those expenses are reduced nowadays, and pay as you go. That means what and all services, how much time you are using. Some services per minutes also they are counting. How much services what and all services, how much time you are using, for that only they are going to charge. Sometimes I will use storage account for half an hour or 1 hour or one day. So for that time only they are going to charge the amount. Okay. Yes, physical security is there. For all these things, security is going to take care, and automatic updates. You no need to worry about updates and all. They will take care of all your updates and all. And self-service. You no need to ask anyone. Everything you are going to handle. Means what and all you want, you have to. Until and unless if you are facing some major issue, then only you are going to contact through email or phone and all. But or else everything you are going to manage by yourself only. These are the main advantages. And increased collaboration. Yes, one service interacting with other service, all this collaboration will be so easy here. Okay. And there are some risks also there. We can't say these are disadvantages, only risks, but you should take care extra, like loss of cloud data and services. Suppose when you are selecting those services and all, if you are not selected all those services and all properly, then there is a chance of missing all those information. There is a chance of missing all those information and all. That's why you should take care when you are selecting these services, all these things properly. Or else, suppose if your data is very important, but for your data backup you didn't set properly, or for your data, suppose your data is increasing minute by minute, then obviously backup also you have to take per day. More number of backups you have to take, so that if there is any chance of losing data, your backup, you will get all your updated data. And security wise, even cloud is providing some security, you have to take care of more. Why? Because that's why people are following two-factor authentication, identities, identity servers, all these extra security you have to take care. Okay, yes, data security wise, cloud is providing some security for your application and data. But don't think that those services, the security precautions are enough means no. For our application also, again, you have to manage some separate security like two-factor authentication, like OTP, email OTP, all those things you can provide. Or if you take .NET is having so many security mechanisms. Using those security mechanisms, you can secure your application more. Yes, compliance and legal risks. Because sometimes what will happen means everything goes well, then not a problem. But suddenly what will happen is in banking sector kind of applications and all, obviously you have to depend upon cloud security what they are providing. So generally your client won't agree with that. So what and all cloud is providing security precautions and all, your client won't agree with that. Maybe they will ask, I want more security and all. Those type of legal risks and all is there. But for that, already I told you, private cloud is going to resolve those things. Okay. So these are the basic concepts which you have to know before entering into cloud. All these concepts are very important. Means it's not a part of Azure, but before moving to Azure, all these things you should keep in your mind. Okay, so in this cloud, one important and major service provider is Microsoft. Microsoft, they are giving in the form of Azure, and they are having a separate portal. Using that portal, you can manage all your applications and all very easily. I will show you that portal how it looks like. Okay, using that portal, you can manage everything very easily. And what is this Azure means? Azure is a cloud computing platform from Microsoft that provides a wide range of services. Whatever, see, artificial intelligence, machine learning, data analysis, all these advanced services also cloud is providing. Docker, Service Fabric, Kubernetes, all these things they are going to take care. And it enables the fast development for solutions and provides the resources to complete tasks that may not be achievable on on-premises environment. Yes. So if I want to deploy the application, if it is an on-premises, how much time and effort it will take compared to that? Azure services are very fast, especially for .NET developers. You no need to worry about that. Directly from your Visual Studio application level onwards, directly you can interact with Azure services. That is one beautiful thing in Azure and Visual Studio. Recently, whatever Visual Studio 2022 or 2019 is there, using that you can directly interact with Azure services. You can put a breakpoints and you can run whatever you deployed in Azure. Like so many features are there. Okay, and it helps the organizations in building, testing, deploying, and managing your application. That means application lifecycle is there, right? So requirements gathering, that complete lifecycle is going to take care by Azure. And yes, hosting models, whatever hosting models I said, all these hosting models, infrastructure, platform, software as a service, all these hosting models Azure provides. If you are managing all these things in your on-premises servers, everything you have to take care. If you are taking as infrastructure as a service, all these networking, storage, servers, virtualization, all these things they are going to take care. You need to take care of operating system, middlewares, runtimes, data, and application. Only this part you have to take care if you are selected infrastructure as a service. As I said, platform as a service, till this everything they are going to take care. Dependencies, all these things they will take care. Only you have to take care of your application and data. Whereas software as a service, nothing is in your hand. Everything in cloud only. You have to connect to cloud, and whatever you want, you have to do. You have to connect to your cloud, and what and all things you want to do, you can do. Okay, so most of the time we are going to discuss infrastructure as a service and platform as a service. These two only mainly we are going to discuss. And certifications wise, yes, if you are a beginner, 1 to 2 years experience, then AZ-900 is common. Earlier, how people are asking, do you know C Sharp? Do you know Java, core Java? Like that, how people are asking. Now people are asking, do you know cloud? Do you have any cloud knowledge? For that 1 to 2 years of experience people, this exam is enough, AZ-900. So here in our course, we are going to cover AZ-900 content also completely. And next level is Azure developer. This is the second level. Azure developer in the sense, if you are already working as a developer, you know how to deploy the application, how to create the application, and all activities, how to get the data from database, all these activities you are involved. But everything now onwards, you want to work with cloud, means cloud SQL server you want to work, cloud cache you want to work, cloud Cosmos DB you want to work, everything, cloud storage, everything is stored. Now you want to use those cloud storage. Then this course is going to be used. Azure developer. Okay, Azure developer AZ-204. Okay, almost everything, what and all services we know, all those services how to manage, I'm going to cover in this. So if you are able to finish this AZ-900 and AZ-204, both you can finish if you want. If you are crossing 3+ years of experience, always it's good to have AZ-204 exam certificate also with you. Because earlier days, if you are crossing 7 years or 8 years, then industry is asking, do you know cloud services? But even for fresher also, people are asking, do you have cloud knowledge? And if you are crossing 3+ years of experience, then always you are having this certification, always having this certification will be very good. And if you are crossing your developer, I mean team lead kind of activities you are doing, then generally for team lead kind of activities you are doing, then development work will be little less, administrative work will be more. Like if you want to monitor how your services are running, logs and all, how they are storing, dashboards and all, I want to create those kind of manager activities will be done by Azure administrator. Then the next exam, Azure architect level. If you are crossing 10+ years of experience, then always architect level will be very, very useful. That means architecture level, when my application want to interact with other cloud service provider or other things which are not there in my system, then architect level, how I'm going to interact, all those architect level things are going to cover in this, like network, storage, security, and all these things are going to cover in this architect level. So present we are going to cover on AZ-900 and Azure developer. These two courses we are going to cover. Any questions from anyone? Okay. Subscriptions. So many subscriptions are there. If you want to start these Azure, let me show you how it is going to be. Srinivas. Yes, Srinivas.
Ma'am, which one is suitable for us, ma'am?
I mean, how many years of experience you are having?
3+.
Then always go with this Azure developer, AZ-204.
Okay.
But
Sorry, carry on, ma'am, please.
If you want to write AZ-900 also, if you want, you can write it down. It's not a problem, because this is basic level, means whatever services you are learning in developer stage, for that basic level is this one, for that advanced level is this one. Like service fabric is there. Here they will tell you what is service fabric, what and all types are there. But how to work with service fabric, you will learn here. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. See, whatever you develop the like in Azure admin perspective, same thing only you are developing by using coding. That's an only.
Yes, correct. Everything,
all
practical
services.
knowledge only here.
All services.
All services. See, in our course, I'm going to cover app service with web apps. I mean, applications, web applications, how to deploy, configuring, setup, and SSL certificate, domains, how to set up, scaling, how to do, and environment variables, different production staging, PT, like multiple slots we are going to create, right? How to create deployment slots, backup, how to take, restore, how to take, SQL services, how to work with this, and auditing logs, how to do, monitoring and
We
all.
need this one only, actually.
Yeah.
Previously,
Web jobs.
sending the PPTs, that is a common to everywhere. But development perspective, these are all important, no?
Yes, correct.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay.
We'll focus this one, ma'am, in demo.
Yes. So, web jobs, how to create web jobs, Azure functions. These are very useful nowadays. Functions, how to work, and how to work with functions in Visual Studio, and storage, how to manage that storage, different storages, how to manage. Cosmos DB, nowadays this is also very popular. If you people want to create one shopping cart kind of application, nowadays Amazon, all these people are using these NoSQL database to store their data. And VMs creation, how to create containers, how to create Docker images, how to create everything we are going to create. And some I'm going to concentrate little less. Suppose if you take SQL Server, I no need to explain what is SQL Server, how to create SQL Server database more in detail. But Cosmos DB, very less people knows these things. So these kind of things I'm going to concentrate more, because very less people know NoSQL DB. And very less people know what is Dockers and all. Those kind of areas I will concentrate more. Okay, and little small things. Suppose what is text document, what is image, all those things. You people know already. You people are developers. You people know that. I no need to explain more and more, right? There I will put little less effort. And authentication, authorization, active directories, how to create, how to add users. Suppose, see, if you join in an organization, then people will give one AD/ID, and with the help of that AD/ID only, your Office 365, OneDrive, everything you people can access. But how that active directories are going to create, how to create an organization in that active directory, users, roles, how to create, and programmatically how to manage, everything I'm going to cover here. And securing your certificate keys and all those things are there, right? How to secure all those keys more and more securely, that we are going to cover in this key vault service. And web APIs, how to manage these web APIs more and more securely. And API management and API gateway, all these things I'm going to cover here. And next, finally, logic apps, how to send mails and all. And suppose, see, from you, suppose if you long back you joined in some organization, now till now you are getting some mails and all. How they are sending all these mails? So one mail sending is very difficult, right? Some process should be there that should do all these things automatically. How to automate all those things using logic apps will be discussed in this area. And obviously event grids, event hubs, notifications and all you are getting in mobile, right? All those things how to manage. And a service bus, how to manage this service bus, messages and all we are sending, right? All those messages and all in using service bus, how to handle. And finally, these microservices and cache mechanism. These microservices also I will put little concentrate, because many people know web API how to handle, web APIs how to create, they know, but they don't know about these microservices, right? Those microservices and all, how to manage and all, I will discuss more in detail. Service fabric, what is service fabric, what are the different application models are available, all these things I will cover here. That means for developer perspective, what and all things you people are doing in your regular activities through Azure, how you are going to manage, that I'm going to cover here.
Okay. Even Kubernetes also, no, ma'am?
No, only service fabric I'm covering here. Kubernetes and all, that will be separate course. Means I will discuss what is the difference between all those things. Fine. But practically I'm going to show service fabric.
Okay. Thank you.
Others. I'm getting only 1 or 2 voices. Quickly, I will show portal how to do and how to register and all. No worry, I will discuss in detail slowly. Portal.azure.com. This is Microsoft portal to access your services. What and all your services are there. I'm logging with my Gmail credentials. And if you open, this is your portal. Throughout the session, we are going to discuss this only. See, so many services are available. App service, service fabric, subscriptions. I showed you, I'm meant to show you the subscriptions, but we are having different subscriptions. And we are having huge number of other services also available. See, so many services are available. But ma'am, all these services are we discussing means no. See, AI and machine learning, that is not required for us. If people are learning AI, then for them these services are useful. And analytics, and people are moving into mobile section, then mobile, like that. If you people are completely hybrid cloud model you want to use, then hybrid model related services, like different services are available like this. And only this portal helps a lot to finish all our activities. Yes, now it's your question time. If you have any questions, please ask.
Little bit coding enough or huge coding mandatory, ma'am?
No, a little bit of creating web application and all, if you have, that will be enough.
Okay.
Like if you know how to create service, if you know how to create basic MVC web application, that will be enough. I'm not asking in depth, but if you know cache mechanism, when I'm explaining, if you already know cache mechanism, then you will understand the features what are extra added in this Azure. That difference, if you want to understand more clearly, then if you know that concept, it will be good. But if you people don't know, just ask me, so that normal concept how it is I will explain, then I will start in Azure. Okay. Any other questions? Yes, Raj.
Ma'am, will you discuss any migration related topics?
Any?
Migration.
Migration I'm going to discuss. Migration topics also I'm going to discuss. That's what in your regular development activities, whatever are there, all I'm going to discuss. Maybe I didn't include that in app service only, that topic will come.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Any other are having any questions?
REST APIs also cover, ma'am?
Sorry?
REST APIs.
REST APIs are there, right? Here I showed you somewhere API management. This one. REST APIs and Swaggers, all those things I will cover here.
Okay. Swagger also, no?
Yeah, Swaggers also I'm going to cover, because Swaggers also very important here.
Postman, ma'am?
Postman testing purpose only, right? If you want, I will test that application.
No,
It's not a problem.
I'm asking, ma'am.
Yeah, Postman means a locally testing purpose. We are using Postman, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But if Swagger is there, in Swagger only everything you can do testing and all, right?
Yes, ma'am. That is a document related.
Yes, correct. Document as well as testing purpose also it will be useful. Both I'm going to cover. Yes.
Thank you. What are the class timings when the start time?
Sriram so will inform you everything. Generally morning times only, but exact timings and all they will inform you. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, then go through with that. But don't worry about this portal creation and all. I will discuss in detail about this portal creation and all in our next session. Okay. Okay, then. Bye, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.